Welcome to Health Break by UPMC Health Plan, your quick guide to health, wellness, and how to make the most of your health insurance plan. I'm your host, Dr. Camille Clark-Smith. This is your Health Break. Nicotine pouches are becoming a growing trend among teens and young adults. They're marketed as a smokeless, spit-free alternative to tobacco. But what are the risks? In this Health Break, Marianne Miller is here to explain what nicotine pouches are, why their use is rising, and what parents, educators, and young people need to know about the dangers of nicotine addiction. Welcome, Marianne, to today's Health Break.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it is a pleasure to have you. I'm excited to talk about this nicotine pouches. So let's get right into the questions. What exactly are nicotine pouches, and how are they different from traditional tobacco products?
Nicotine pouches are small, white, tobacco-free pouches that contain nicotine, plant-based fibers such as eucalyptus and pine to give the pouch its shape, flavorings and sweeteners to enhance taste. They are placed between the gum and the lip where nicotine is absorbed into the bloodstream, but unlike chewing tobacco, they don't require spitting, making them a more discreet and cleaner option.
Probably maybe even more attractive to those who chew tobacco, which takes me to my next question. Why are nicotine pouches becoming so popular among teens and young adults?
First of all, marketing and branding of nicotine pouches, including the flavored varieties, the sleek packaging, and the positive social media promotions, are crafted to attract and appeal to younger audiences. Nicotine pouches are a sister product to traditional tobacco, and some brands are owned by major tobacco companies. Understanding that smoking has reduced, they are developing cleaner options to sell to the younger audiences. They're easily accessible due to regulation loopholes where in some places, nicotine pouches fly under the radar compared to vaping products, and they're so discreet in nature, this allows for users to use them anywhere, in schools, workplaces, on the bus, in social settings. And finally, nicotine pouches are often marketed as a healthier alternative to smoking or vaping, which might be true, but they are still not risk-free and no less addictive.
So you mentioned that they're still not risk-free. Let's talk about that. What are the health risks of using nicotine pouches, especially for our younger users?
Nicotine is a highly addictive substance, regardless of the method of delivery. Teens and young adults are especially vulnerable to developing unintentional, long-term dependency. Nicotine pouches, for example, are available in a wide range of strengths: low, moderate, strong, extra strong, super strength. A pouch labeled low typically will deliver about 2 to 4 milligrams of nicotine, which is equivalent to 1 puff on a vape or smoking 1 whole cigarette. In contrast, the super strength variety will deliver over 20 milligrams of nicotine, comparable to smoking a full pack of cigarettes. That's 20 cigarettes. Not having a frame of reference, young adults may unknowingly use this higher strength. Nicotine pouches can also affect brain development, particularly areas responsible for memory, attention, and learning. Physiologically, they may increase your heart rate, raise blood pressure, and contribute to cardiovascular issues. Frequent use can also lead to oral health problems such as gum irritation, mouth sores, and gastrointestinal discomfort. Perhaps most concerning, though, is the association between nicotine use and potential mood changes, including increased risk of anxiety and depression. For instance, when you use nicotine, like with a pouch, the chemical shortcut stimulates the brain to release a flood of dopamine and a moderate increase in serotonin. This creates an intense, fast reward signal, but it's artificial and short-lived. Over time, the brain starts to rely on nicotine for those feel-good signals, reducing its natural ability to produce them, which can lead to dependence and emotional imbalances when nicotine isn't present. As a health coach working with members, I do work with really young adults who may have started vaping as a teen when it first became popular, and I often hear that it was cool and easy. They get hooked, and then it's really hard to stop. So I enjoy working with these members to help them build a customized quit plan which will address all the different ways that nicotine has them hooked. Physically, emotionally, socially, environmentally. We will also work on stress management. Stress management is a huge part of tobacco cessation. As nicotine leaves our system, it causes physical stress. So being able to help them build a toolkit of stress management skills that they can use quickly to work through cravings or triggers will help them to be successful. And then we just continue on to help them build a relapse prevention plan. It's a lot of problem solving. So bottom line, nicotine products are an addictive product with numerous health effects, especially if used chronically or started at a very young age.
Wow, I'm going to repeat that. It is an addictive product, especially starting at a young age. Well, thank you so much, Marianne, for joining us today at today's Health Break and teaching us more about nicotine pouches and the hidden risks for teens and young adults.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here.
If you or someone you know is using nicotine pouches and wants support to quit, UPMC Helpline is here to help. Our free tobacco cessation coaching can provide guidance, tools, and strategies to break the cycle of nicotine dependence. Visit the link in the show notes to learn more. Find show notes and more information at upmchealthplan.com/podcast. Join us as we continue exploring health, wellness, and how to make the most of your health insurance plan in the next episode of Health Break. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes. It is not medical care or advice. Individuals in need of medical care should consult their care provider. Views and opinions expressed by the host and guests are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect those of UPMC Health Plan and its employees.